Las Vegas, Nevada. The New Year's Day Cybertruck explosion that killed one person outside of the Las Vegas hotel was planned using Chat GPT, investigators say. Matthew Leivelberg, 37, of Colorado, carried out the attack, killing himself and injuring 7 people on Wednesday, January 1st, according to the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. Authorities say their investigation revealed further details of the attack, a 6-page long manifesto, evidence that he used Chat GPT to come up with an hour-by-hour plan on how to get the vehicle there and where to park the vehicle for the most extensive amount of damage. We also have a clear evidence now that the suspect used ChatGPT AI to help aid in his plan, said Sheriff Kenneth McMail in a press conference on Tuesday, January 8th. The attacker used ChatGPT to get information on how to conduct this particular plot, trying to figure out the amount of explosives needed in order to conduct the largest amount of explosion, and also to cause the greatest amount of casualties. Little did he know, though, that ChatGPT did not know of the strength of the glass at the front of all Las Vegas metropolitan casinos and hotels. We are saddened by this incident and committed to seeing AI tools used responsibly, said the spokesman for ChatGPT. Our models are designed to refuse harmful instructions and minimize harmful content. The OpenAI developer of ChatGPT said in response, this information was public and known to several others. He worked around it for days on end in order to come up with the answer. It was not one individual session that he sat down and gathered all of this information using the open source AI ChatGPT. Three teenagers and a mother have been charged in connection with the shooting of a South Carolina canine dog that was left for dead. Richland County Sheriff's Department announced in a press conference that it has arrested a 13-year-old, a 16-year-old, and a 17-year-old. Only identified the one as Damon Brown, along with the one mother. It did not say in the press release which mother Shamirka Williams belongs to. The 13-year-old's mother, 34-year-old Shamirka Williams, was also arrested and charged with accessory after the fact of a felony, according to the footage and press release obtained by the Associated Press. We've got just too many young people out there running around the streets all the time at night, going into cars, stealing cars, and getting into serious, crimes. All this going on while the parents are at home and have no idea where their children are, said the Richland County Sheriff's Officer Leon Lott. Where are the parents? Unfortunately, what we've seen too much is we just have some who just don't care. They don't care where their kids are at any hour of the day. We've seen children as young as 6 years of age wandering around at 2, 3, or 4 o'clock in the morning and have been out for hours with other kids. Where are their parents? Who allows a child at that age to run around at all hours? Police said their canine, Bumby, died Monday, December 23rd, after being sent out on a mission with his handler. During the mission, shots rang out and Bumby was struck multiple times and killed. Which one of the three teenagers, the 13, the 15, or the 17-year-old, was the actual trigger man that actually shot Bumby, the canine police officer, is yet to be determined. But all three at this point are being charged the same. Slender Man attacker to soon be released from Oshkosh, Wisconsin psychiatric facility. Morgan Geyser, who at the age of 12 stabbed a classmate to impress a mythical internet figure known other than Slender Man, will be released from a psychiatric hospital after her latest bid has been successful to be released. A Wisconsin judge has ordered the release of 22-year-old on Thursday, January 9th, following expert testimony claiming that she has made a noticeable progress during her time at the Oshkosh, Wisconsin psychiatric facility. Back in 2017, she pled guilty to attempted homicide of her classmate. Geyser, along with her co-defendant, lured a fellow classmate at a sleepover in 2014 to play hide and seek in the nearby forest, when then the two of them attacked her and stabbed her multiple times. All three of the girls were 12 years old at the time of the attack. She has spent the last 11 years in the psychiatric hospital. In her 11 years at the psychiatric hospital, she was written up 14 times for misappropriation of funds or for misappropriation of actual items that belong to the psychiatric facility. It does not specify if it was money or if it was she maybe took something and used it inappropriately. But she has now been ordered to be released, while her co-defendant is still behind bars. The Waukesha County Circuit Judge Michael Brohan said in an Associated Press release, it's time that she goes home and moves on with her life. Slender Man is coming for you. Slender Man. In a complete miscarriage of justice, a Florida TikToker who was responsible for killing 6 farm workers has been sentenced to only 12 years in prison for the 2022 Palm Beach fatal collision. On Monday, January 6, 20-year-old Noah Gall of Wellington entered a plea deal with prosecutors to avoid his case going to trial and receiving a reduced sentence as part of the plea agreement. Gall will serve 12 years and 180 days in prison. He pled guilty to 6 counts of vehicular homicide. Gall, the son of a Wellington attorney, was 17 years old when he killed 6 individual farm workers in a collision, a high-speed collision, where he was going 151 miles an hour in a BMW M5. The wreck was spread out over 2 football fields in length. Gall faced a minimum sentence of 55 years in prison if he would have taken this to trial, but as part of a plea agreement that we can only assume was at the hands of his high-paid attorney and his father's political power and strength in the community, got him only 12 years and 180 days for taking 6 lives. Count that. 6 lives, 12 years. Is he ever going to learn from his lesson? Does this send a message to other TikTokers and Instagram influencers and YouTubers out there that they can drive and do whatever they want and they will get a pittance of the total standard sentencing range? Here we are. And, oh, to put icing on the cake, he also has to do 800 hours of community service dealing with victims, and he must do a victims impact panel within 12-hour course that is required within 2 years of release. 12 years for taking 6 lives. Sometimes you just gotta get away. Get away from the situation. Get away on a vacation. Just get on a JetBlue and get away. A man has been arrested after opening the exit door on a taxiing JetBlue plane out of Logan Airport in Boston, Massachusetts on Tuesday, December 7th. According to CBS News, witnesses revealed the individual has not been named, had been arguing with his girlfriend, resulting in the man getting up and walking down the aisle to the exit door, ripping the handle completely off of the door, completely off, and then trying to open the emergency door on the aircraft as it was taxiing down the runway. This delayed the actual flight for several hours, and eventually all of the passengers had to be removed to another plane. An eyewitness by the name of Fred Wynn said the man sat right in front of him, and he told KBZ TV about the experience on the plane, which was set to travel to San Juan, Puerto Rico, and it seemed to be getting more heated as we started to taxi and to get ready to take off. He said he grabbed the emergency door and ripped it completely off. An FBI agent who just happened to be on board and was not working as a TSA, undercover agent, tackled him and handcuffed him. Witnesses added, shortly after, state police came on board and took him off of the plane. The woman who he had been arguing with said she was going to catch a taxi and leave, and left without making a statement to anyone. Troopers said at 7:30 p.m. that they had the man arrested shortly before takeoff and by an FBI agent, and was held down additionally by another passenger on the plane. Police added the individual is expected to face charges and be arraigned in East Boston District Court on the morning of the 8th. Their identity is being withheld because of charges are still to be finalized. Preliminary information indicates this is an isolated incident, and we do not believe this incident possesses any additional threat to the public safety. Sometimes you just gotta get away. And it doesn't matter how you do it. You just gotta get away. But I highly suggest you don't do it by ripping off the door on an airplane taxiing down the runway. Not very smart. Good night and good luck. You're gonna need it.